Alright, so I still don't have my new camera, so we're going to use this phone to record. Are you against recording this to make an episode of us?
No, I am not. Uh, uh, uh,
So me and Busky are currently on an adventure to go pick up a couple of guns.
I like guns, and I feel so bored.
We got 150 miles to drive one way. So a grand total of about 300 miles.
It's about 3 hours.
Yeah, we got
4.5.
We got quite a ways to go, but Busky, guess what guns we're picking up?
What guns are we picking up?
Well, today we're going to pick up two different guns. We're going to pick up, this is one that you're probably going to like the most. It's an M44 Russian carbine. It fires the 7.62x54 round. Same round as the Mosin. It's basically a much smaller Mosin. I say you'll like it because it's got extreme serious recoil. It's got really, really bad recoil.
I'm so looking forward to this. It's going to be great.
It's going to be a lot of fun. The other gun we're going to go pick up is a German K98, Car 98K. That one's going to be fun. That's the one I'm mostly excited for because it's original. It's the original 8mm German K98K.
Oh my god.
All right, we're going to get moving. And just a heads up, my car has, developed a very severe coolant leak. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't die. Rusky, I will let you give your story to the people about what you just did inside the gas station.
I walked into the gas station. But before that, I said, Sean, I'm going to walk into the gas station and get myself something. So he says, all right, you're going to have to lock all the doors, though, because there's a lot of valuable stuff in there.
Alright, Busky's procrastinating to get on with the subject of prime importance.
Okay,
so
I busted this.
there you go. We walk in there, and Busky's like, hey, Sean, what do you want to drink or eat or whatever? And I'm like, here, give me one of these. And he's like, all right, cool. I'm like, here, let's grab some cookies, too. And as soon as I said that, Busky flat out throws this glass bottle on the ground, starts yelling at the customers, freaking out. Everyone's afraid for their lives. It's absolutely awful. That's not actually what happened. Busky just dropped a glass bottle full of coffee. Those things are good, aren't they? So, after that fiasco, we're finally on our way. I probably should have filled up my gas tank completely, but whatever. Let's see how far this gets us. You will be what?
All that I can be.
Alright, Busky's gonna be all that he can be. Alright, world. Of course, disaster strikes. We successfully made it here, successfully picked up the guns, but I blew a transmission line. So we're at Walmart, and we're gonna attempt to make some parking lot repairs. Wish us luck. Hope we don't get arrested. Alright, you ready for my bragging? So me and Busky, with our transmission problem, there was absolutely no way we were gonna get home. So we had to stop and make some repairs. So we stopped at a closed gas station off somewhere. We probably should close the hood too before we go anywhere. And I propped up my vehicle and the transmission line or the quick disconnects and popped out. So I pried it back in using my tire iron and it worked really well. Hopefully it doesn't come back out and we can make it home, because I would really prefer not burning out my transmission. Don't you agree, Busky?
I can agree with you completely, Sean.
I laid my head right in transmission fluid. It's all over the back of my neck. It's so slimy. I'm gonna shower tonight, that's for sure. Successfully back home. It is officially 2 in the morning, and we spent 7, 8, how long did we spend? 10 hours on a 4-hour trip? That sounds like us, due to transmission issues, and car repairs and having to sit on the side of the road and visiting with people, and then we had lunch and dinner and all kinds of stuff. But we got back home and we got the guns. Next morning, me and Busky barely made it back by the skin and grit of our teeth. But we did make it back, and it was fun. Let me show you what we picked up. Sorts of messy. That's how you know I slept good. Severe bedhead. Check out this cool old advertisement I found. Basically in a farmhouse. This thing I like a lot. I have no idea what time era it's from. If I had to make a guess, I'd say probably the 1940s or 50s, just from the artwork. Libby's Chili Con Carne. I have no idea what number that is. But cans for 44 cents. I think I found this old picture. It almost looks like a scene from the movie How to Kill a Mockingbird or something. Anyway, first gun I'm going to show off today. This right here is our Mosin Nagant M44 carbine. It is much, much smaller than the actual Mosin. I'll go grab that in a second to compare sizes. I never thought I'd say that again. This one right here comes with a folding bayonet built onto the actual barrel itself. It still has the same cleaning rod, still has the same mechanisms. I bet you I could swap these bolts out. It appears to just be a much smaller, much lighter version of a Mosin Nagant. I like this gun right here. I picked it up for actually pretty cheap. This one right here is a 1947 one. It's even got the little Russian hammer and sickle. Soviet Union. I'm not sure what that means. I'll have to look that up. I looked up what some of these signatures were on the last Mosin, but the last Mosin didn't have that one. Maybe it means refurbished. I have no idea. But this one fires 7.62 by 54R, and I'm gonna go grab the other one for you. This thing is a freaking monster compared to this thing, so I imagine this right here is gonna have some serious recoil because they take the same bullet. Here, let's see if I can back up some, so you can really get a comparative size difference of those things. Strap the bayonet onto this one, and you've got yourself one serious deadly spear gun. They both have the built-in cleaning rod, in case I have not said that before. They're both basically the same gun, other than the barrel length and the sight length. The sight length on the Mosin Nagant is much larger than the M44, because I imagine it has a much greater range with that barrel length. You can also see how this one right here has a nice finish on it, and this one right here is basically just plywood. It's a joke. This is not plywood. So this is my wallet serving as a gun stand, and this is a 1942 Turkish Mauser. This right here is a Ankara K-Kale, chambered in 8mm. I'm not sure what the story behind this thing is, but I do have original ammunition from 1945. So that's going to be fun to compare with the ammunition we have nowadays. Originally, I was told that this was a German rifle, and I guess it kind of technically is. But before that, I was told it was a Japanese rifle. I was told it was an Arisaka. You know, I think the guy just didn't really know what he had. So this, in fact, is an Ankara K-Kale rifle from 1942. Hopefully, this is chambered in 8mm. I haven't seen anywhere say 8mm. And hopefully that guy didn't give us, a 7.7mm gun saying it was 8mm. Maybe he sold us the wrong gun. He was like, damn it! I wish I didn't sell them that one. I should have sold them this one, which was the 8mm one. But seeing as this is a Mauser, I'm saying more than likely it is, in fact, an 8mm. A built-in cleaning rod. I think most of your rifles back then did. But what I find interesting is the wood trim cuts off about halfway down the barrel. Not a lot of rifles do that from my understanding. So that's actually pretty neat to have in my own personal collection. The shell injection or ejection port. You know, this guy said he hasn't fired these weapons in about, 10, 15 years or so, assuming he's telling the truth and has ever fired the weapons. I did a dry trigger pull on these things. They seem to be in decent working order, but we won't know until we go out and fire it. But I'm not going to fire them right now. Heard me correctly. I'm not going to fire those on this episode. This was the adventure going to get them. If you want to see them fired, I'm going to make a couple of videos of Backyard Breach, upon which I will fully explore these and what they are capable of doing. I'm kind of excited for that M44. I hear the recoil on those is absolutely terrible. So, that's why I'm excited. Anyway, audience, until next time, go out, have yourself a fantastic day. I went out and I got 2 guns and fixed a transmission with a tie rod. What'd you guys do with your day?